fliko.
Oh, baby. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. You thought you'd never see it. We're back. Today we are having a beat. My name is Kenny Beats. Welcome to the stream. If you are new, if you are old, if you are young, today is the Teenage Engineering. We're the only company in the world that could get us to open the back up. And let me tell you one thing about Teenage Engineering. Teenage Engineering want to make sure as many people as possible could participate. So anyone can participate today. You do not have to be a sub. All you need is a Discord account. This is your sample for today. This is your sample for today. Should we talk gifts? Should we talk gifts? Should we talk gifts? Today, we are doing something we've never done. We are giving away all gifts from one company, and we are giving away all gifts from the noted Teenage Engineering, the critically acclaimed Teenage Engineering. At number 10, we're giving away the brand new PO33 pocket operator. Gift number 9, the brand new PO3 pocket operator, the brand new PO33 pocket operator from Teenage Engineering. It's got updated. Is the new version. 10 and 9 are both the new pocket operator. Gift number 8 is the new PO33 pocket operator from Teenage Engineering. Let's go, baby. Gift number 7 is the pocket operator number 33 from Teenage Engineering. Let's go. Gift number 6 is PO33. Gift number 5 is pocket operator number 33. Gift number 4. Gift number 3 is a PO33. Gift number 2. It's a pocket operator. And gift number 1 today is an OP1 Fields. An OP1 Field. Gift number 1 today is the OP1 Field, the new Teenage Engineering OP1. This is how the cookie crumbled today. This is how the cookie crumbled. Let's give a quick round of applause for everybody who made it into the top 20 of almost 600 producers today. Come on. I'm going to start at 11, and let's hope 11 through 1 is competitive, and that's all we need. I'm giving away 11 gifts today, an OP1 Field, an OB4 speaker, and then 9 pocket operators. Number 11, EEHOU. Okay, I don't know where the sample is. Not sure I hear the sample. It's definitely not clear in there. I do think you're using a lot of really interesting choices, which makes me like it overall. I like the really fast snare thing. I've been favoring that too lately, like doing 16th note stuff all on a snare or like with a brush and then using a clap or something else as your 2/4. I think it's a cool idea what you did percussion wise. I like some of the spacey texture stuff you did. I like the kids vocal chant thing, or like the crowd vocal chant you had at the start. There's a lot of things about it I like. I like the general energy and idea of it. Not sure the execution was at the level we need it to be for this final battle. For 574 producers, the mix was a bit muddy. There were some people in the chat talking about sound choice. I liked some of the sound choice in it, regardless of where the loops came from or what they are. I just think that the point of this battle is to utilize that sample somehow. We can't tell where that sample is. Maybe you can speak up in the chat and let us know. But yeah, good start for today. I'm not mad at it. Jihu, shout out to you. Thank you for submitting. If you're in the chat, make a little bit of noise so I know who you are. Next up, KIPTAMINE. Let's go. You know what I'm going to say. I think everybody knows what I'm going to say. You know I love that. The problem with it being my beat battle is if you pull at my heartstrings, obviously you're going to do well. You know I love that. They did a couple things specifically, even in just the first 10 seconds. I didn't say anything because I wanted to listen closely, but I almost said, like, oh, you already used the sample in the first 10 seconds. You already had a great feel to it. I already liked like 10 things about the sound choice and the sample chop and the EQing and whatever it was you did to affect that sample. The that little thing in the beat, that's the beginning of the sample that I gave everybody when Miley Cyrus said, The groove is great. Sometimes I get a little over it when people do like the really fast stutters, whether it's a thing you put on like a drum machine or you did that with your master. I get mad at those sometimes, but I liked it where you did it. It kept it interesting. I liked how the chopping evolved throughout it. And I don't know if it was truly a chop of a sample or it was like something that you played and then rearranged, but the arrangement kept getting more interesting as it went. You used that conductor sample from Peppa's, the Don't Wait for Her, Man. Which you knew I was going to react to that. I love it. I really like it a lot. I will say, I wish there was a little more layering. I think that could have brought it to an unstoppable level because the bass and the foundation with the chop and with the drums and with all your breaks and all your little stutters and like re-edits that you made are amazing. But if there was amazing chords and playing and layering on top of that, that's what I try to do for Louie, is I would get something to that point where I really liked the feel of it, the chop, the layer of the structure of the song I was building. And then I would add people and players and all these different layers of other music and stuff. And so that's just me though. Who knows? Maybe leaving it like this is the best decision. If you're getting an artist on it, maybe this is the best way to do it. But love it. Would love to see a breakdown. Keeping you in first place for right now. KIPTAMINE, shout out to you. Great entry. ANKLEBREAKER up next. Let's run it.
What the fuck are you saying, Joey Diaz?
I said that. You're fucking with an American, motherfuckers.
I need a miracle. This beat better start getting better right now. Oh, you're gonna need a miracle. You know how you were like, damn, this beat was not even, that beat wasn't that hard to make. That was easy and fun. You know how that's how you felt at the end of the beat? We can tell. We can tell that that was an easy, quick, fun one. And nothing wrong with that. But you are in a battle with 600 producers right now. And let me tell you something. There's some people who put some goddamn work in an hour. You looped the sample with some drums and put a weird, like, I don't know, like, kind of gave me Proud Boy energy, Joey Diaz sample at the start. And screaming about being an American in that kind of voice from that kind of old Italian guy, I don't know. There's something about it that felt very offensive. I didn't want to use a Joe Rogan sample today. I just like how fucked up the audio sounded. The fact that you went and researched and added your own Joe Rogan sample but didn't use my sample, that might be some of the worst sample usage. You went, it's like taking another song from the same album and submitting that instead of the one I gave you. That's not how sampling works. Just because Joe Rogan was in mine and Joe Rogan was in yours doesn't mean you flip my sample. Do you understand that? But thank you for submitting today. And honestly, that loop with the right drums could be something special, but not today. Let's keep going. The good music, aka SOULSPARK, let's go. SOULSPARK said, I gotta admit, I have a weird ear, smiley face. Don't try to XD your way out of this. Don't try to RAR XD your way out of this. You know what just happened. You know how this next 5 minutes is about to go. Don't try to RAR XD your way out of some real constructive criticism because it's not gonna happen. I know you dropping smiley faces in the chat like that's gonna make everybody go easier on some of them weird leads you're using there. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, woo, woo. There's a lot of casino Indian reservations around the country that are not going to be rocking with that. You're going to be up for a lot of copyright strikes. You try to leave that on SoundCloud past today. That sounds like a Ennio Morricone sample done with a bad sine wave somehow. Sounds like an old Clint Eastwood thing that they like translated into MIDI and then you put it on stock Ableton sounds. You use the sample. That was, thank you. Woo, woo, woo. You thought I was going to be like, OP1 coming to your house. Did you really? Woo, woo, woo. No way. This sounds like a Jeremiah song produced by Much Dank. Does that even make sense? That sounds like an AI Christina Milian beat. SOULSPARK got some bounce in there, some drum sounds I'm not mad at. That 8. If you ever find yourself thinking, man, is this really, really simple vocal chop not enough or kind of boring? You're probably thinking the right thing. If you're ever thinking like, damn, this shit is so simple, but it just works, you're probably thinking the right thing. If you ever make a beat and there's just not a lot of substance in there, not really any good chords, not a really good lead, not a great, you know what I mean, main thought above the drums, and you're like, damn, I'm not sure if anything's really good besides the drums and the bounce, you're probably right. Whenever you do something really simple and it just works, you know, because you just like it enough to not have to add more stuff to it. This feels like you had a good bounce, you had a good feel going with the drums and this and that, but you threw in a couple perk sounds and a couple really random notes on like a stock Rhodes. I think you need to focus on having something really, really good to put drums on. And that was something I had to teach myself years ago. I'm not ever giving advice to people that I have not given to myself, and I'm not ever roasting someone with something that I've not told myself about a beat that I've made. So I want to state that for the future and for everybody in here. If I'm giving you a note, it's something I've probably been through myself, and that's why I'm speaking on it. I had times where I was like, man, I'm really just making good drums, or I'm just making a lot of drums. And when it comes to what the actual focus of my beat is, it's not as strong as they could be. And there was months where I started being like, okay, let me make sure I have something that's worth putting drums to before I do drums. Because let's all be honest, making drums is the fun part and the easy part. Even if you're really good at it, doesn't mean it's not still the fun and easy part compared to a new original melody, a new original chord change, a new original sample chop, a new original, you know what I mean? Theme in your beat. So for me, I just started making it a rule for myself to not put drums on something unless it was worth it. Because there was too many times where I was just leaning on the drums. And I have whole songs out that are drums. Like, I've produced for Splurge, you know what I mean? I've produced for rappers who only rap on drums. But some of my best beats I've done for people, one of the biggest songs I've ever done is just a whistle, an 808, a clap, and a hi-hat. Sometimes the simple stuff works, but you will know when it doesn't. SOULSPARK, I know enough about you from past battles to know that you knew that ain't, that wasn't enough to win. Next up, KADOTA. Point in case. Point in case right away. Point in case right away. Look at that.
I'm overthinking.
Look at that. Right away. Right away. Exactly. They had the same exact sample, and look at that. Right away. Right away. I'm already in. First place. First place. Obviously, that sound in the background sucks, but that's the sample I gave them. And the fact that they used it that well and still made it work in a way, it's weird, but it's cool. And it's the most musical, has the most sample in it. There's something about it. Obviously, that background sounds like shit, but the fact that they were able to mix that with the shaker and make it a texture that made all the pretty jazzy stuff a little less soft and corny, it was cool. KADOTA, shout out to you. KADOTA, great submission. You're in first place right now. You're in first place. You're in first place. You're in first place. You're in first place. Next up, DOOWEE Did It Again. Let's see if that's true. They use the choir. Please use the sample. Please use the sample. Is that the back? The texture in the back? I mean, first place. I think the sample is that scratchy thing in the back. First place. That feels like an album that I would love to listen to. KADOTA is better sample usage. Oh my God, but this beat. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Honestly, it's hard to... Yeah, I'm going to give it for DOOWEE right now. Next up, Wisdom Gun. Let's get it. one. People are saying it feels like a combination of the last two. I kind of agree. The way you use the sample is similar to KADOTA, and it definitely has like a similar type of like gospel kind of jazz kind of harmony. It feels really good. Great changes, great transitions. The mix on yours though is definitely superior on this one we just heard to the KADOTA one. It sounds very full, very clean. Everything is very clear, but like it just sits in its right place. Just think it's not as texturally as interesting. There's not as much dirt and as much as that kind of like grit that the KADOTA one has. And even though yours feels like a little more, like has a little more of a sheen to it, feels a little more professional, I feel it has a little less of that raw emotion. I think if you could have got your drums on some like KIPTAMINE kind of vibe for that beat, it would have done it a lot of help. I think that the changes, the layering of your chords and your leads and your bass sounds and all the stuff you're doing became the focus, and you can hear that and it sounds really good. But the drum, just the hat and that really cool rim, and it's a cool pattern that you're doing, but I feel like if the drums stood out as much as all the playing on that one did, you'd be a easy first place. I'm gonna put it right here. Oh wait, wrong one. I'm gonna put Wisdom Gun right here. Okay, boom. Next up, Good Boy Troy. Let's get it. Someone said play 13, Bozo. 13's banned from the battle. Yeah, it's all right. It ain't anywhere in this top 4 right now. It's cool. It gave like a kind of funk kind of, I don't know. It's like has a nice little like texture to it, nice sound to it. I like, you know what I mean, how like cassette-y and kind of gritty it feels, but just nothing really interesting going on. That bass line and those drums can't hold it up. Isaiah Rashad could do you a big favor if he got on that, but I don't know. It's not exciting me like the first few were. We're gonna put you right here, Troy. Next up, Sancho.
So you're Hannah Montana. So you're Hannah Montana.
I like the energy of the beat. I don't like a lot of things in the beat though. Some of the I don't know if the chords have too much like warp or too much like bend on them, so the notes feel out, or if there are out notes in there. But it might just be too drastic. It's not working for me. I like all the Timberland mouth noise shit. I'm always a sucker for like the right kind of percussion, you know what I mean? Mouth click kind of thing. If you do it with claps and you do it the right way. I like the energy of the beat. Just, it ain't go nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, the best thing that happened was someone yelling Hannah Montana in the middle, and I do not know where the sample is. But it had a good energy to it. Sancho, I feel like you probably make heat. But not today, my guy. Not today. We are on number 2. Next up is MANYCLEATS. Let's get it. tell you this, you fucking deserve an OP1 for that beat in an hour. You deserve a fucking OP1. Well, who are you? MANYCLEATS, can you speak up in the chat? MANYCLEATS, who are you? What's your name in the Twitch chat, MANYCLEATS? Is THANI? No, it's not THANI. THANI under the pseudonym coming back. THANI. It's THANI and a friend. Collab is totally allowed. Collab is totally allowed. Collab was totally allowed. Remember, you guys have to split a gift though, if that's how this works. If you guys win first place, I don't know how you're gonna split an OP1. You're not getting two. I'm very impressed. THANI, who did you make this with? With Sam. He's an artist from Cologne. I'm very impressed by this for many reasons. There's so many different sections of it that feel really good. Off the top, I was a little bit over it because it felt like a little dated in a way, but as it went on, it became a good kind of nostalgia, and it made me feel like a lot of different eras that I really miss. The last 10 seconds of the beat sound like 112. You know what I mean? Halfway through it almost sounded like the best parts of Cashmere Cat in certain bits. Like, there's so many sections and so many good melodies. And that main melody section, I don't know how to explain it other than playing it. Let me play it again. All that, wow, that's the sample. Plenty of sample usage in the whole thing. I love it. I love it. I love so many sections of it. Even just that last boom, 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 that last bit, amazing. There's so many good parts of it. To make that an hour, even if it's two of you, so impressive. So impressive. I love it. Favorite beat of the day. Easily, easily, easily. Let's see what happens. CLOUBEE with the popular vote. 34 votes today. 574 entries. Couple thousand people in the chat. Let's get it. It's definitely hot, CLOUBEE. It's definitely hot. There is a lot of space, but it's definitely unique and it's definitely interesting. And in an hour, you did something very different than everybody else and got the most popular votes. I will tell you this: it is not first place. It is not first place. But let me listen to something to see what place it is. KIPTAMINE still has my heart, to be honest. This is like the beat I would listen to after the battle, easily. So Skip, no matter what place you get, you're my MVP for today, just so you know. KIPTAMINE is my MVP easily for today. I'm gonna have my eye on you in a different way. I know you've been in the chat for a long time. KIPTAMINE, I'm gonna have my eye on you in a whole different way, truly. Richard, do you mind if I call you Dick? I feel like we're that level of close now. This is our top 11. 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 THANI, you are going home with an OP1 field. CLOUBEE, you are going home with an OB4 speaker. Dewey did it again. KADOTA, Wisdom Gun, KIPTAMINE, Sancho, GOODBOYTROY, EEHOU, SOULSPARK, and ANKLEBREAKER. You are all getting the new pocket operator from Teenage Engineering. Make some noise for everybody who submitted today. Just for old time's sake, let's run the wild card. Luco, 600 people nearly submitted beats today. And out of 600 people, You got -0 votes. Luco in the chat said, I'm like that. I have a feeling this is going to be a good one. Luco, I love it. I love it. Luco, I love it already. What the fuck? Luco, I'll sign you right now. I'll sign you today. Holy shit. Holy shit. One more. You want me to do a Yachty verse on this? Oh!